My company is Crystal H Technology Screens. We're upstairs in our dedicated theater room that we're still working on. Getting it done, bit by bit by bit. With all the other projects we got coming on. We got two 35.1 screens going, one in the next room, one downstairs. And we're upstairs on our pre-coated 135-inch screen. This is what we have up here in the dedicated theater room. We don't make the screen 135, it's 150-inch. Converted to 135-inch, and I got my sound bar behind the back of the screen. This is the absolute black. This is the screen I wanted up here. Definitely wanted up here because I wanted to be able to have that 100% contrast level. Grays and white screens, again, don't work up here in this environment. Anyway, so have a little fun over here. I'm using just my $500 projector. Again, like I said, I don't have to spend a lot of money for a projector. It's not necessary. We just don't have to spend the money. And you're going to see how an incredible image we get from just only spending $500. That's it. Usually projectors we get them for $160, somewhere around that price range. But if I want a top-end projector, I just got to spend $500. So let's show you. Oh, all sound coming to the screen. And so that's the whole purpose of our technology. You do not have to go out and spend all this money for these overpriced, expensive projectors if you don't want to. Our technology does all the work. Let's go pop over to 8K Desired Nature.
Getting that from YouTube.
They got a new video now. I want to check this one out right here. True Black 8K.
With my new TD double credit card, I really get double cash back.
You do.
TD Unexpectedly Human.
I guarantee you, this demonstration on a gray screen or white screen has to be done in the dark. There is no way in the world they could do that in a fully lit environment. The screen pulls a 100% contrast level, the absolute black. Looks incredible with the lights on. Looks amazing with the lights off. Now, this dedicated theater room we're building in here, we're doing this we're keeping it on the cheap. So we don't spend a lot of money at the end of the day. And first thing when people come to the dedicated theater room setup, two things are going to cost you the most. It's the screen and the projector. The screen for this technology is $341. Projector been sitting behind it. I paid 500 bucks. That's it. We can go to any forum site today, jump in one of the forum sites and go check out their dedicated setup, and we always come out victorious because number one, our screens can produce 100% contrast. Number two, we don't pay for anything. $500 for my projector, that's it. My personal favorite. Again, that projector has a 2,000 to 1 contrast ratio. It really doesn't make a difference what your projector is, as I said before, because the technology you make is dark and jet black. You don't have to worry about contrast. Contrast is not going to be an issue for you. And as you can see, we don't have to be trapped in the dark, even in our dedicated theater room setup. Now I haven't been up in here a while, so I thought I would show the screen a little bit more because we don't show it off too much. Coming out this week, we got a 100-inch screen to paint tomorrow. We're going to be doing a demonstration for that for a customer. We got screen paint shipping out on top of that for those of you waiting. You're going to be getting tracking numbers real soon for supplies to come in. And we got a 150-inch screen that we're going to be coating also too. I got to find out what they ordered. I don't know if they got the silver or they got the absolute black. The blacks are absolute. The absolute black or the black silver. Pretty soon the Gamer 39 is going to be up there too.
She's Cinnamon Harvest Biscuits. Sweet, delicious, feel-good fire. Wake up to passion.
As I said before, the center speaker is right behind the back of the screen. The sound transfers through crystal clear. Now, why would I go out and spend the money for a 4K projector when a 1080p projector on our technology looks absolutely flawless? Which means you don't have to have a 4K to have an amazing image. We could do it at 1080p or 720p setups look amazing. This is what 4K looks like. And the most I gotta pay for my projector, this is what 1080p looks like. And the most I gotta pay for my projector is $500. white levels on an absolute black. Now, like I said, when you're designing your ultimate dedicated home theater, 2 screens you want to go with: the 39 Black Widow or the absolute black Acoustic. This is a screen that will give you a 100% contrast level. A gray screen in this environment won't do well. That's what a gray screen looks like on a 5,000 lumen Christie projector. They don't pick up. Let's go with some basics here. See if you see color. Cancel. Red screen. Basic, simple color. Basic, simple color red. 5,000 lumen projector, 1920 by 1200 in my dedicated theater room setup. Told you. Now, we tell people that when the first thing people do is when they set their dedicated theater room, we've seen white screens in dedicated theater rooms setup. We don't know why you would have a white screen in a dedicated theater room setup. We don't know why you would have it in there. Why? Because number one, you're reflecting light. You notice if you look at the screen, you don't see any light bouncing off the walls or ceilings, right? Because that screen is designed to absorb any light that comes off the projector and produce a bright image coming at you. That's why there's no light reflecting anywhere. This is why we wanted the jet black screen in here, because we didn't want light reflecting anywhere. All you see is my screen. You don't see it on the ceiling, you don't see it on the floor, you don't see it on the walls. But if that screen was that color, gray, it'd be reflecting light all over the place. So anyone ever tells you that the best screen to use for your dedicated theater room is gray and white? No. Big mistake. Cancel. We got all the colors right there. There you go. Green screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
This is why when we go to dedicated theater room setups and form sites, and we see a gray screen in there, we automatically know what they're picking up. We know they're not picking up any color. Not even with 4K. It doesn't make a difference what you get at the end of the day. You're not going to pick it up. Blue screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
Now, a dedicated theater room is an investment, a serious investment. I spend money for a screen and curtains and posters. Your chair's going to cost a lot of money. We got to get 60. Some of these chairs are going to be $700 a pop. You're going to get 60 or 70 chairs in there. Ours are going to cost us $250 a piece, and we need 6 of them. So all that's an investment. So you want to make sure that when you spend all this money for your investment, that your screen is going to work correctly. Since we have this technology in here, we don't have to go out and spend money for 4K or anything expensive. I mean, the most high-end projector I can get on here is an old 1080p projector, and this is what I'm going to pick up with no calibrating. Starfield screensaver. Now,
Getting that from YouTube.
a dedicated movie theater, contrast is everything. Everything. This is why when we go into these forum sites, these people have these insane amount of contrast on these JVCs and Samsungs and Sony projectors, because contrast is everything in your dedicated theater room. If you can't see contrast, then what's the point? So let's see. Let's go with something as dark as we can get. We got this whole purple thing right here, but that's not contrast there. But that's not going to show up on the gray screen. As you can see, it's not picking up. Let's go with, let's see if we can pick up our Starfield screensaver.
Getting that from YouTube.
There we go. Now you see how much money we saved? If we had the gray screen, we'd have to go out and spend money for this expensive projector with high contrast to just pick up shades of gray. Because our screen picks up a 100% contrast level, we just had to spend $500, probably less than that for the projector behind me. And the beautiful thing about it is, if I want to turn my lights on, once I get the whole entire area set up, I want to show off what I got in the setup. I got a popcorn machine sitting over here, some nice movie posters. People like to show off what's in their dedicated theater room. Their collectibles, their artwork. They even like to show off their chairs. They want to show everything off. So they like to turn the lights on, and they want to display the screen at the same time, but you can't do both. You have to be in the dark, because that's the only way the screen's going to pull up, and you can't be in a fully lit environment because the screen's going to wash out. So we're used to going into rooms and seeing that color right there, and the screen's just washed out really badly. But well, nice setup, by the way. I can go in my dedicated theater room, I can read a book, and watch my screen at the same time. Or I can just turn off the lights if I want. LG Beta Fish.
Getting that from YouTube.
Now, what would I use if I was doing a movie theater? Let me see. If you're going bigger than 150 inches, I would go with the screen paint. If you're going to be 150 inches, approximately 100 inch, well, I don't know why you would do 100 inch in a dedicated theater room. But anyway, you're going to be anywhere in that size of maybe 120, 135, 140. I would go with the 150 inch because you can adjust what size you want from there. And keep in mind, my speakers are behind my screen, so all the sound you're hearing is coming from the screen. These are acoustic also.
At Petco, shopping for your pet is easier than ever. No, really.
So we explained to you that gray screens, white screens, silver screens do not work in home and dedicated theater room setup. Period. They don't. Now, you see my screen right there? You see the black area where the fish is at? Right here, where it's black, right here. Not the red. Where it's black at, right here. If we can get this stick there, if it will stick there. It may not. Now it's going to stick the meat bar there. How do we do? Right here, right here. All black screensaver.
Getting that from YouTube.
That's an all black screensaver we just pulled up. So if your screen was in here at 135 inches, what we have in here, this is what we'd be picking up right now. This is why when we have people talking about how gray screens can see no, they cannot see contrast levels. Even if you had a projector with a 2 million, 3 million, 20 million, 50 million, you can't use that on a gray screen. The darker your screen, the better your chances of you being able to utilize that contrast in that projector capability. That's the best way, the darker your screen gets. So when we see people with those JVCs, those high-end contrast level projectors, we see diamonds in there. We see heavy gunmetal screens sitting in there, because they know that they're going to pick up a much better, darker shade of gray on a gunmetal screen versus that. That's why when we pick up a screensaver that is a 100% black level, the gray screen can't register. And if you notice, if you look around, we don't have any light on the walls. Only from here, that's basically from my door. The only thing you can see in the middle is that gray screen. This is why you do not use gray screens in your dedicated theater room setup, because they can't see contrast nor color. Gray screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
This is dark gray. Gray screen can't see dark gray. And this right here is medium gray. Gray screen can't see medium gray. Isn't that interesting how a black screen can see both dark gray and light gray, but the gray screen stays the same? It can't pick up any of that, and that screen literally is gray. What about the white levels? Skyworth food demonstration.
Getting that from YouTube.
Skyworth food demonstration.
Getting that from YouTube.
There we go. Can't even pick up the intro. The intro's in black. Cups washed out. Gray screen struggling. Can't pick up color. Best way to explain it is like a comic book. When you get a comic book, you notice that the detail, how they put the shadows in, it's all in black, right? That's how they bring the depth out in the image, that detail, that shadow, those black levels, right? Imagine if you drew that entire comic book with a white Sharpie. How it would just a plain, washed out. There you go. There's no detail, no depth to the gray screen paint. It can't bring it up. Okay, well. Now the reason why we show this off, and some people may take it personally, we don't care. It's not about you. Get off that whatever's going on in your world. This is about people every day who go out, and what they do is when they get a white screen, the first thing they do is they go get a gray paint. They don't buy from you. They go get a gray paint. We talk to these people every day. They'll go to Sherman-Williams, Home Depot, Lowe's, and they'll go down there and they'll get a gray paint mixture. That's what they'll do. And they'll paint that on their screen and find out that it doesn't work. It gives them a little bit of a hiccup, a little bit of improvement, but not much at all, period. And if they go darker with it, and they do try, they do their experiments, they do, then the problem is that the white levels suffer horribly. And the screen just comes out really dirty. And this is where they contact us to fix that problem. So they can have both contrast and white levels and beautiful color at the same time. And that's why I tell you at the end of the day that the gray screen is not worth your time. Can't express it enough. Those of you who have white screens and dedicated home theater rooms, I don't know why you did this. White screens don't pick up for jack at all, period. That is the bottom of the barrel. The bottom of the barrel. They don't pick up at all. And I can see if you set one up like downstairs or something, that's something nice. I mean, you can set it downstairs, you're still going to have to change that either way, but you're talking about a dedicated theater room. You're talking about something that you put time in. Some people, one guy, oh man, that was crazy. So there was no way where we could fix that. I mean, basically where you put the screen at, should have sized everything up, but you got to make sure you're good with your measurements in there. Because again, you make one wrong mistake and you can mess something up and it might be permanent depending on how you have the screen mounted in. He literally had the screen mounted into a stage setting. The problem was that the screen, the way he had it set up was that he could have expanded the screen and went bigger, but where he had the projector sitting, he had the distance throw, but he didn't have the space to get that large screen. He just didn't have it. It was just, he should have, I don't know what he could have did to fix that problem, but I wouldn't have never put a dedicated theater room in there at all, period. So if he pulled the projector back, he overshot the screen. The projector for a dedicated theater room has to sit all the way in the back. They don't sit in the middle. You will never see in a dedicated theater room, a true dedicated theater room will not have the projector sitting right in the middle. There are no ultra short those in dedicated theater rooms. They don't exist. You have something like that. This is what you'll have in your dedicated theater room. It sits all the way in the back. That's where it sits at, where your seats are at. This is where mine's sitting at right now. But if you see someone calling themselves having a dedicated theater room and the projector sitting in the middle, no, that's not supposed to be there. And ultra short those do not belong in dedicated theater rooms. They don't. Red screen. So I'm not going to go easier. Slow color change out.
Getting that from YouTube.
Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance, so you'll pay for what you need.
I customized this scarf.
Gotta have long
Check this
throw.
backpack I made for Marco.
Only pay for what you need.
Make this the summer you realize the farther you go, the better it gets. And discover that even out here, you're never alone. Make this the summer of Jeep with the most awarded SUV.
This is where white screen reacts. Gray screen gives you a little bit of a bump, but not much. Not much at all. Silver screen. Gray screen. So you have silver, white, and gray. And that's what you're picking up. See how the gray screen has a little bit of a bump? Not much at all. Next to our technology, they ain't gonna do too well. Again, our screens work with certified. We do certified screens. That's what we do. That stuff wouldn't stand up against what we have over here. Let's take our lights out, show you what you got. I know they've been telling you for years that, hey, the best screen to have in your dedicated theater room is silver. No, it's not. That's the worst thing you want in there. Silver reflects more light than the gray and the white screen. So you can see you're not picking up color. Starfield screensaver.
Getting that from YouTube.
See if you can see outer space. Not even coming up. That's why that Elite acoustic screen, we beat that with no problem. That screen's white. The acoustic screen I got for Vivid Storm is gray. That screen's jet black. Black screensaver.
Getting that from YouTube.
There you go. We're done with these right here. We're all gonna have a little fun on the screen, right? "4K screensavers." No, look at that. 4K
Getting that
demonstrations.
from YouTube.
4K demonstrations.
Getting that from YouTube.
That's some nice colors. Let's see that one right there. We can do this with the lights on or off, but since it's my dedicated setup, we'll do it with the lights out. So next time somebody tells you that you have to buy a 4K projector, Now you have to buy one if you're using a gray, white, or silver screen. You're going to have to buy one. Our technology, now $500. That's all you got to spend for it. 1080p projector. That's it. You're done. And we don't have to be all the way on top of the screen for you to show you how amazing it is. I'm gonna sit back and let you enjoy it. Let's get some sound in here. people out there talking about saving you money, and they can't even save themselves money at the end of the day. We don't pay for anything over here. I'm going back on eBay, and I'm buying myself another projector. I saw another one there for 120 bucks, picking it up. All right, you're saving money. When you look at it, at the end of the day, look at the size of the screen. Our screens are much bigger. Projectors are much cheaper, and yet we can do things in fully lit environments, huge massive displays all over the house, and it doesn't cost us anything. For what I had to spend for the projector altogether, I got enough basically to finish off my whole entire area in here when we get done with it. All right, let me turn this off. Save yourself some money. Like I said, I had a customer. He's the one that ordered the 150-inch screen. He was going to spend almost $8,000 for projectors. And I was like, no, what you doing? You don't got to spend that kind of money at the end of the day. There you go. That's why if you look at our pictures on our website, you will notice that all those pictures that we have on there were all done with a 720p projector. 235.1 coming in there next. Actually, we're going to change out the room. All this darkness is going to be gone. This is all going to be bone bright white. Hear my cat in there carrying on? Hey, buddy boy. Thank you. All this is going to be all bright white. Bright white. So we're going to transfer over to. And we're going to put in a black 235.1. Boom, right across there. We got the motorized right there. That's what we're going to be doing here next. What's wrong with you today, huh? You want to watch some TV? Do you want to watch TV? That's what you want to do? I'll fire the machine up. That right there. Is this the remote control? This is the remote control for that one. I got to stop doing that. That's a freaking pain in the neck. Where's the remote control for the TV? You want to watch TV? Let's see what we got going on here. There we go. All right, I'll select something when I come up. We'll watch together. He likes to watch TV with me. So right now, projectors, 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 projectors. Do 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 do. I'm buying 2 more of these. I saw 2 Epsons I don't own. Buying them. My budget is $500. So I got enough to buy a lot. I'm gonna pick me up another Christie projector, all black one. I'm buying that one too. I got 2 Sonys with these right here. These are the portables right here. I got a couple of these, a couple of them over there, and the rest of them are all little throughout the entire house. That's why I tell you, at the end of the day, y'all spend too much money for projectors. Way too much. You don't have to spend that kind of money at the end of the day. If you want 4K, buy 4K, but you don't need it. You see that projector upstairs? $500. That's it. That's it. That's all I had to spend. $500 right there. If you want to do a projector with portrait mode, when the customer wants to do a 80-inch or a 70-inch portrait mode screen for his office, that's the projector to get right there. The Christie. That projector is going to cost him $170. Now, for those of you who sit there and say, but you can't get the quality. I can't even see the quality out of your 4K projectors because y'all sit in the dark. Matter of fact, I can't even see your environments because y'all sit in the dark. At that, all the demonstrations we see are fake. You know why? Fake environments. Not the real environments. I told you about the individual. It's not his real environment. That environment's fake. That's not real. That's fake. Okay, we're going to run the Fire Stick in here. We're going to watch TV off of this picture. That's fake. That's not real.
You trapped around for a man. You know what? We got projectors in every part of the house. Now, pick one. Pick one. Back up. Pick one. Pick one. Get mad at me. Got projectors always one over there. Watch TV over there. You nut job. Get mad at me. Wow. Projectors all over the house. Taco likes the best screen that Taco likes out of the entire house is the floor. He likes the floor projection. But he's gonna be good to go because like I said before, we're changing out this to a 180-inch floor display. Where I'm gonna have my projector is right there on a stand. That's gonna hit the middle of the floor right from there. We're gonna be able to project the Galaxy, whatever we want, right there on 180 inches, right down the middle of the floor. That's what he likes. We've been selling a lot of these screens right here. They've been selling like crazy. Because again, like I said, for those of you at the end of the day that don't want to be stuck in the dark, you don't have to be stuck in the dark. Let's see where we want to go. That bar so kind of like boom, bounced in that section over there. That's why the whole nonsense about saying that you got to spend all this money for a special projector to a 150-inch screen, blah, 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 blah. That's nonsense. You don't have to spend all that money.
After saving with customized car insurance from Liberty Mutual, I customize everything. Like Marco's backpack.
This is why I got 6 ultra short those in the house. I always love when I get those customers that come in and say, but I don't want to spend the money. You don't have to spend the money. I love this screen so much. I love doing this. Then you got those individuals who don't know anything at the end of the day. They're going to sit there and tell you, well, you know, 800 by 600 is not good for home theater. What do you know? You sit in a fake environment. Your environment's not even real at the end of the day. You don't know what's real and what's not real. 4K demonstration. This is 600 by 800 720p. At $150. This is the lowest unit we have in the house. At specifications. No, that would be Old Faithful. No, Old Faithful is 600 by 800 720p too also. Again, doesn't know what he's talking about. Oh, but you want me to pick up a good picture quality and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, sure. My screen's bigger than yours, 127-inch, 1610 customized. I built the screen myself. It actually hangs from the ceiling. This has the gamer pane attached to it, by the way. And then we're over here using our ViewSonic projector over here. Like I said, didn't pay any money, no calibrating, no dark environments, none of that nonsense. But yet, here we have a 4K laser projector sitting right up on top of the screen that can't even produce a contrast level as it sits in the dark. And at that, the environment's not even real. And this is why I have all those projectors downstairs. And I got a bunch of them upstairs in the attic. Because when I go shopping on eBay, I don't have to worry about contrast, whether it's 4K, 720p, don't really make a difference, don't care. Just go in and buy. As long as it's name brand, I'm good. Now the projectors we have coming in, the ones that are going to be doing a 235.1 short throw, Those projectors are XGA. This is an SVGA. So we get 600 by 800 and SVGA to pull up on the screen with no problem. And XGA is a cakewalk. Well, before we go, because Taco's anxious to watch a little TV. Oh, let's go pick up some beautiful snow. I love snow. 4K snow cottage. See how beautiful the white levels are? That's the gamer technology. Let's go back over in here for a bit on our $60 projector. Now this setup, I love it, and I'll tell you why. Because we use this setup to challenge people who have ultra short throw setups. While you sit there on your 100-inch screens, because that's as big as you can go, because your screen will wash out if you go any bigger, we can sit here at 150 inches at $60 for our projector. Saving our customers thousands of dollars. I gotta do something with this. And one thing I love about this screen the most, this is the blackout cloth surface. When you saw upstairs, this is the gamer version. If you don't want to build the frame, you don't have to. There's no frame on this. It's just hanging up by 4 screws, that's it. Now, in order for an ultra short throw to work on a surface, it has to lay perfectly flat. We got this hanging with no frame on an ultra short throw projector with 4 screws. That's it. That's how flat that surface lays. If an ultra short throw screen is not laying correctly, what's going to happen is you'll get this wave effect. Funny off wave effect in the surface. As you can see, it's a perfect square from here to there. All right, well, I hope you guys enjoyed the demonstration. I'm going to sit back and relax, watch some, whatever. I think I'll watch the Tri channel. They got something new on today, too. I always like watching the Tri channel. It's freaking amazing. We're going to do some, I might leave the fish on in here. Yeah, we'll leave the fish on in here. I like the fish. That's what we're using here. And over in here, I'm going to watch some TV. And I'll leave the snow on. It's nice. I'll leave the snow on. There we go. All right, well, hope you enjoyed the video demonstration. The whole purpose of why we started developing, we've always been that way, developing technology, is to make sure our customers get the best of the best. This is why we do these massive displays to show you that you don't have to spend all this money for the expensive projectors that promise you a 150-inch screen. You could do this at $60 with our technology. You don't have to spend the money for the expensive projectors. Go on eBay, get yourself a nice 720p. If you want to hook it up, you want to get something a little more better, get a 1080p projector. Because I guarantee you that my demonstrations at 720p, again, can outperform demonstrations at 4K easily. Because again, when we watch the demonstrations, dark environments, and as for the certified screens, we tested them already. So we already know already that our products are better than certifieds. Oh, look how bright that level's coming up back there. I tell you, the white levels are insane on the gamer. All right, with that being said, enjoy the rest of your evening. I hope you have a wonderful, blessed day and night. I got to go. I'm going to enjoy my technology here. Got to go, and God bless. If you're interested in our technology, we have it on our website with free worldwide shipping, which means we will ship to you anywhere in the world for free. No surcharge fees at all. Got to go. Thank you all, and God bless.